Okay, so welcome everyone to your afternoon meditation. Going live on YouTube for a change on this one instead of the evening. So just going somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed for the next 20 minutes or so. Putting your phone on mute or silent, sitting comfortably in your favorite meditation posture. So that might be sitting with your feet shoulder width apart on a chair. Cup your hands in your lap, keep your back straight. You can also sit cross-legged on the floor, lotus or half lotus position. The only requirements really are to be comfortable and that your back is straight, because we're going to be breathing and doing some raising of the life energy up the spine. It's very helpful if your back is straight. So make sure you're in a comfortable posture. Close your eyes and start off by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. So breathing in, pushing the stomach out. It's called belly breathing and pranayama. In the yogic tradition, squeeze the sphincter muscle. So that's a lock. You just lock the energy in by squeezing the sphincter muscle. It's a muscle used to contract the flow of urine. Squeeze the last drops out. It locks the energy and also creates a pumping action. So you pump the life kundalini energy, as it's known, up the spine, and you draw it simultaneously up the spine with your breath. So breathing in and feeling this warm, tingling thread of energy flowing up into your heart center. Put one hand on your heart just to connect in with your heart space. And take another sip of air and draw the energy up into the upper back, into the upper chest, and feel it flowing all the way up the back of your head into the crown of your head, cresting like a wave in the ocean there. Take another sip of air in, just pause at the top of the inhale, smile, and just check in and scan your mind. So noticing any thoughts and emotions going on, particularly anything that's negative, feels restricting, limiting, contracted, just heavy, dark. It's very important that you start to learn what a negative thought and negative feeling feels like. So only then can you become aware of them and do the obvious thing, which is to let them go. So if you notice any of those thoughts and the associated feelings, just breathe into them, create some space, some awareness around them. It's just about lightening it. And just look within this awareness, just look from this place of awareness at what these thoughts feel like. Notice any physical sensations that go with them. So maybe there's a knot in your stomach, a tight chest, clenched jaw, clenched fists, dry mouth, sweaty palms, the extreme, nausea, panic attacks, cold sweats. These kinds of physical reactions are all possible because our body produces very powerful chemicals in response to thoughts and emotions. So wherever you are on that spectrum, just notice. Breathe in again to create some space, some awareness. Now to help you let it go, just say to yourself, I am responsible for what I see. I choose the feelings I experience, and I decide upon the goal I would achieve. And everything that seems to happen to me, I ask for and receive as I have asked. So now you exhale. And just have a sense of letting go. Just dropping it all to the nothingness that it really is. All those thoughts, those emotions, those feelings seem to be so real. They're self-created, self-perpetuated. In truth, you've asked for everything. And so if you want to feel separate and you want to feel alone and abandoned and small and weak and helpless and afraid, then subconsciously what you ask for is difficulty in your life. You ask for people and events and circumstances that will trigger those thoughts and feelings and seemingly cause you to feel that way. So now you can blame them rather than coming to the awareness that you're really doing it to yourself. It's a major theme of the course. You do it to yourself. You are responsible for everything that happens to you. So breathing in again. Nice deep breath in through the nose. Blowing the stomach out. Just drawing the energy up the spine. Into your heart center. Clench the sphincter muscle. Imagine you're not just breathing air, but light in this beautiful golden or white light flowing into your stomach, blowing it up like a light-filled balloon into your heart center. Just drawing that life energy into your heart, feeling it flowing up the spine like a column of golden or white light. And with the final sip of air, you draw it all the way up into the crown of your head. It's cresting in the crown of your head. You can imagine it's a wave. Just pause at the top, freeze frame the wave. Smile. Find some stillness, some peace in the gap between breaths. So this is where all these words point, is just into the gap, into the stillness, where there's an underlying peace, joy, happiness. These things are all there, just waiting for you to become aware of them. And exhale, just sigh it all out. So this time keep your mouth closed. And exhale out your nose, feel the air flowing out of your nostrils. Make a sighing sound in the back of your throat. So as though you fogging sunglasses, but keep your mouth closed. And the energy subsides back down the front channel of your body. Just coming to rest in the lower stomach and the spine. Just pause at the bottom of the exhale. Smile. Just finding some stillness again in the gap between breaths, and then breathing in again. Nice deep breath in, just watching, stepping back and watching all the subtle sensations of your breath. So the stomach rising, the chest rising, air flowing into the nostrils, the energy rising up the spine, clenching of the sphincter muscle. Another sip of air at the top of the inhale, pause, smile. Feel that spacious awareness, that peace that comes with it. And exhale, the process reverses. Air flows out of your nostrils. Make the sighing ujjayi sound, it's called in yoga, in the back of your throat, the chest and the stomach. Suck back in. Energy subsides back down the front channel of your body into your lower stomach. Spine just coming to rest there. Pause again, smile, gap between breaths, and then repeat the cycle, just stepping back and watching all these subtle sensations of the breath. Letting them take you deeper and deeper into this lovely, peaceful, calm, relaxed state of mind. Nowhere to go, nothing else to do for the next 10 minutes or so. Just Breathe, relax, and be still. Allow these words I'm going to share with you just from the first couple of paragraphs of today's reading, which is from the text for a change of A Course in Miracles. It's from chapter 21, section 2, called The Responsibility for Sight. And just let these words kind of drop in, sink into your awareness. Listen energetically, emotionally, not intellectually. Just allowing them to drop into this calm, empty, open, spacious awareness like pebbles dropping into a very still, calm lake on a windless day. Plop. And so the ripple effects are very noticeable. These ideas will ripple all the way into the depths of your subconscious, which is where they need it, which is where the acceptance is needed. We all have a tremendous amount of subconscious resistance to the truth. And if any of that arises, just observe it in this very calm, peaceful, detached way. Just imagine these interfering thoughts, disturbing thoughts like dark clouds. You just blow them away with your exhale, with the wind of your breath, and let them just drift by. They have no power to obscure the eternally serene sky, which is your true awareness, your higher awareness. Awareness of your God self, your Holy Spirit. Doesn't matter what words you use. Words are just pointers into that experience, to that state of mind. So just listening in this way, keep watching your breath. And you listen to the first couple of paragraphs of this chapter, which contain the little prayer that I've already used, but we'll do that again. So we have repeated, says Jesus, how little is asked of you to learn this course. It is the same small willingness you need to have your whole relationship transformed to joy. The little gift you offer to the Holy Spirit, for which He gives you everything, the very little on which salvation rests, the tiny change of mind by which the crucifixion is changed to resurrection. And being true, it is so simple that it cannot fail to be completely understood. Rejected, yes, but not ambiguous. And if you choose against it now, it will not be because it is obscure, but rather that this little cost seemed in your judgment to be too much to pay for peace. So just pause, watch your breath, keeping your mind nice and still, calm, empty, open, but aware of watching the breath. And saying this is the only thing that you need to do for vision, happiness, release from pain, and the complete escape from sin, all to be given you. Wow, so just pay attention. Jesus is saying this is the only thing you need to do to experience all of that, which is what we all want. Sense of higher vision, happiness, release from all pain, complete escape from sin, the idea that we've really done something wrong, something evil, it needs to be punished. Or anyone else has really done something wrong or evil, it needs to be punished. So say only this, but mean it with no reservations. For here the power of salvation lies. I am responsible, So repeat after me in your mind, just quietly. You don't have to say these words aloud. I am responsible for what I see. And breathe in as you do this. I choose the feelings I experience. And I decide upon the goal I would achieve. And everything that seems to happen to me, I ask for and receive as I have asked. Take another sip of air and imagine you breathing beautiful golden white light into your stomach, your heart center. Keep one hand on your heart, breathing it into every pore of your body, every cell, every muscle, every corner of your mind, every fiber of your being. Just acknowledge this truth. You are responsible for whatever you see. You choose the feelings you experience, and you decide upon the goal you would achieve. And everything that seems to happen to you, you ask for and receive as you have asked. It's a hard lesson to swallow. Ego will not accept this. Because if it is true, then you're doing everything to yourself. Especially all the negative things, all the painful, horrible things that have happened to you are self-created. But in these simple 3 lines lies your freedom. Because if you've been doing it to yourself, then you can stop doing it. You can change your mind. So to help you do that, just exhale. And imagine blowing all of your mistakes and any idea of sin. Sin is just the idea of a mistake that's made real, it's made capable of real effects, that has apparently some permanent quality and that deserves to be punished. It's just an idea. Just let go of that silly idea. Blow it all away with the breath. Imagine this dark smoke leaving your mouth. Pull the lower stomach into the spine. Just exhale all negativity out. And deceive yourself no longer that you're helpless in the face of what is done to you. Acknowledge but that you have been mistaken. And all effects of your mistakes will disappear. So just breathing in again. And with this invitation, this is a very, very powerful little prayer. It's an affirmation as well. It's a reminder of the truth that you are not a victim of the world you see. You are responsible for what you see. Even if it appears that other people and events and circumstances are doing things to you, that is not your will. On a higher level it is. You chose to be separate. You chose to come into this experience, have a human experience, with all the limitation and the pain and suffering and sickness and death that's involved. We set up the whole construct so that we can have an experience of separation, experience of an individual identity. So therefore everything that happens within the construct, the matrix, the illusion, the dream, call it whatever you want, of this world, you must be responsible for, just not on a conscious level. It's all subconscious. So just ponder that. Maybe you can accept that at a deeper level in the next 2 minutes of silence. So just step back, breathe, relax, watch your breath. Remind yourself one more time, I'm responsible for what I see. I choose the feelings I experience, and I decide upon the goal I would achieve. And everything that seems to happen to me, I ask for and receive as I have asked. So now ask for peace, happiness, joy, bliss, because these can be yours if you simply ask and expect to receive right now in the next 2 minutes. Just allow this presence of love and peace and joy comes when you relinquish the ego, when you let go of being the victim of the world. Just let it arise in your mind. Smile, breathe, relax, be still. Surrender completely into the loving presence and the light that you are for the next 2 minutes of silence. And if any thoughts arise to seemingly disturb this peace, just observe them in a very detached way. Imagine they're like dark clouds just blowing across the sky of your mind. They have no power to affect the sky at all. So just let them go with your breath. Exhale. Sigh them all away. Turn your attention fully to your breath and sink in to the eternally serene sky, which is your true awareness, for another minute of silence. And so just very gently on the count of 3, you're going to bring your mind back into an awareness of your body and the world on the count of 3. So breathing in. 1, just noticing all the sensations of your breath, the stomach rising as you breathe in, the chest rising, subtle flow of air into the nostrils. Clench the sphincter muscle, notice that. Squeeze the energy up the spine, draw it up the spine with the breath. And then cresting in the crown of your head, pause at the top of the inhale, smile. Just connect with this empty, open, spacious awareness. The gap between breaths, and then when you exhale, just exhale, sigh it all out. The airflow out of your nostrils, the chest and the stomach suck back in, and feel this energy just subsiding back down the front channel of your body. Coming to rest in your lower stomach, your groin, Pausing there briefly, smiling again, connect with the stillness. So that's one, while your attention is down there. Two, just noticing the weight of your body pressing down into the chair, your feet touching the ground. Notice what else you're feeling and touching. Maybe there's a subtle flow of air on your skin. As you breathe in, notice maybe there's a smell in your nose, a slight taste in your mouth. And notice what you're hearing. The surrounding environment. Just noticing all the subtle sounds. Could be the ticking of a clock, the whirring of a fridge. You can hear a bird calling in the background, some traffic. Whatever's going on for you, just notice, but noticing in a different way. So you're not naming these sounds in your mind, you're not judging them or labeling them, interpreting them in any way. Just allow them to arise and then to subside without any mental interpretation or commentary, because it's the interpretations of our sense perceptions that get us into trouble, that cause us endless grief and misery. So you're just training your mind through these simple mind training exercises to not to do that, to just not judge. Non-judgmental perception is a major achievement, major goal on the spiritual path. As the lesson says, you decide upon the goal you would achieve. If you set non-judgment as your goal, that's forgiveness moment by moment, which is to be enlightened. And you'll have a very different experience of the world and your life. So do that now. Just, commit to being non-judgmental, at least for the rest of the afternoon. So it is said, so it is done. And 3, open your eyes. Just look around and practicing the same non-judgmental perception. As you look around, just letting your eyes rest randomly on a few things, for no more than 2 or 3 seconds, then move on to something else, and something else again, without naming them or judging them or labeling. And notice how peaceful it is when you perceive this way. And try and stay in that state. So to help you in the Art of Letting Go community, I'm going to send you a shorter recording, just a few minutes of breath break, I call it, which can use to top you up. And you can listen to that frequently. I recommend every hour, this afternoon and evening, to keep you connected to this non-judgmental presence in your mind. You're also welcome to join us this evening at 6 p.m. UK time, 8 p.m. SA time in the Zoom room. I'll be doing a longer meditation on a 10-step letting go process. I'll be guiding you through that in a meditation, as well as a masterclass, the Art of Letting Go masterclass. We'll be talking about how you can study the entire Course in Miracles, the text, the workbook, the manual for teachers, over the course of a year in a very guided, facilitated way with live and recorded meditations, discussion sessions, and so on. So if you'd like to take a deeper dive next year into all of this, then do join me then. Thank you for listening, and I wish you a very peaceful and flowing afternoon ahead. Remember, if anything negative seems to happen, that it's just another opportunity to breathe, let go, and find your flow by reminding yourself of this little passage. I am responsible for what I see. I choose the feelings I experience, and I decide upon the goal I would achieve. And everything that seems to happen to me, I ask for and receive as I have asked. Thanks again for listening. Namaste, which means the divine peace and responsibility in me honors and acknowledges that same responsibility and peace in you.